Hello everyone, my name is Xian and my group members and I will be speaking about road tax. My group members are Shan, Xian, and Jaroe. The scope of the presentation is definition of road tax, how to calculate road tax, consequence of tax evasion. Now I'll be passing to Shan.
Hi, my name is Shan. Do you know what is road tax? Road tax is a tax levied on road users who own vehicles, including motorcycles and cars. Vehicles owner must pay road tax before the existing road tax expired. The expired date is printed on road tax receipt that must be affixed or shown on the vehicle. Vehicle with expired road tax of more than 1 year must be submitted to Road Transport Department in order to reactivate on the road tax. Therefore, if the road tax is not paid, the vehicle will not be allowed on the road. Now I will pass my mic to Gayan.
Hi, I'm Gayan. Road tax can be differentiated into motorcycles and motor cars. We will have 4 questions regarding how to calculate road tax. Now I'm going to talk about question 1. Ms. Wong owns a motorcycle with an engine capacity of 295 cc for her own private use, and the location is in Kuala Lumpur. Calculate the road tax she needs to pay for her motorcycle. Take note that the engine capacity of her motorcycle is 295 cc. So refer to the table. The engine capacity is categorized in the last column, which is in between 251 cc to 500 cc. Therefore, the road tax of her motorcycle is 30 ringgit.
I'm Jaroe and I would like to talk about question 2. After almost a full year since Hanis bought a new car, she needs to renew her road tax. The engine capacity of a car is 1,799 cc. In this sentence, we know that the engine capacity of Hanis' car is 1,799 cc. Let's look into the 3 questions that it needs. First, who collects road tax on behalf of Malaysian government? The answer for the first question is the Road Transport Department or Jabatan Pengangkutan Jalan, which collects road tax on behalf of Malaysian government. Secondly, what is the basic rate of road tax in ringgit for Hanis' car? In this question, we need to refer to the road tax price for cars in West Malaysia table to find the answer. The engine capacity of Hanis' car is 1,799 cc, which falls between 1,601 cc to 1,800 cc. Thus, the basic rate of road tax for a car is 200 ringgit. Thirdly, calculate the amount of road tax that Hanis have to pay. The amount of road tax that Hanis have to pay is equal to the base rate of road tax plus progressive rate for each cc exceeding 1,600 cc. So we take 1,799, which is the total engine capacity of Hanis' car, minus 1,600 multiplied with 0.4 to get the progressive rate for each exceeding 1,600 cc, then plus with 200, which is the base rate. Thus, the answer that we get is 279 ringgit and 60 cents. For question 3, I'll pass to Gayan.
For the third question, Fidaus has a motorcycle and a car with an engine capacity of 220 cc and 1,860 cc respectively. Based on the table, calculate the road tax for both types of vehicles. Refer to the table. The engine capacity of his motorcycle is in between 201 cc to 250 cc. So the road tax he needs to pay for his motorcycle is 12 ringgit. For his motor car, the amount of road tax he needs to pay equals to the base rate. which is 280 cc plus 50-cent progressive rate for each cc exceeding 1,800 cc. So we use 1,860 cc minus 1,800 cc, then times with 50 cents. Eventually, we can get 310 ringgit. So this is the amount of road tax for his motor car.
For the fourth question, the higher the engine capacity, the higher the road tax. State whether the statement given is true or false. The answer is true. Road tax is levied based on the engine capacity of the vehicle used by the owner. Therefore, road tax will be higher for a vehicle with a higher engine capacity. Last but not least, Xian will talk about tax evasion next.
What's tax evasion? Tax evasion is an illegal action in which an individual or company avoids paying tax liability. It involves hiding or false income, without proving or inflating deductions, not reporting cash transactions, and etc. Tax evasion is a serious offense that comes under criminal charges and substantial penalties. So, about road tax evasion, it relates to provincial vehicle tax, PVT, occurs when an individual or business purposely refuses to pay the tax, or the tax paid is lesser than the tax amount that should have been paid based on laws and regulations. Here's an example of road tax evasion. When individually continues to use a vehicle without valid road tax, the person will be getting a penalty which is fine of not exceeding 2,000 ringgit. This action is referred to the Road Transport Act, Act 333, Section 23(1). That's all for road tax. Thank you for paying attention. I hope you all learned something from this video.